or just a reflection of the
이거 그거
artist's
아니야? 이거
recreational interests.
재벌집 막내 아들에 나온 그 그림이잖아. 이거 아빠가 제 아들을 삼키는.
Grim composition.
레전드네.
I'm flinching.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
이게
Well,
아니야?
I'm flattered.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
나는
I had a surprise for my mother. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece. You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
아래층으로.
I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
모고학 도구.
Then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. Came from upstairs.
중에서 들려. 깨트렸구나.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
오.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the...
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No.
방안에 조사해 볼게.
Look what I found. The White King is under... You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want. You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench.
아우.
And here is the reason.
응? 이거 음주? 아빠인가?
It's a strange feeling to read about my father in the newspaper.
그건
I
뭐지?
can't recall anything.
항공술?
Except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
오.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
그건 뭐지? 무슨 물약인가?
No labels. I doubt it ever had one. No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
안에 내용물이
There are appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
이거 뭐야? 이거는
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it. This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869. It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent.
불나고 있는 거 같은데 집이? 불나는 거 아니야?
Straps on the bed.
어허, 이건
Doesn't look right.
어머니가 정신병이 있었나? 이게 뭐냐?
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to...
경제. 어?
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose. My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island. You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
나 새싹일 줄 모르는데 잠깐만. 메트지. 해서
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and
그렇지.
checkmated the black king with the rook.
그렇지, 그렇지.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry.
자, 이거를 토대로 해서
We can leave any time you want.
터진 접시.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her.
그렇지.
Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why?
And why?
Starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
어디 보자. 자, 몇 개지? 그럼 접시가 깨졌어. No. 이제 접시가 깨졌단 말이지. 어머니를 진정시키려 한 거지. No, 이건 아니야. 그래, 이게 맞아. 먹던 게 아니지 이거지.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
맨날 이러네.
Concentrate.
이 느낌?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
엄마 이게 아니야? 아 오케이. 그렇지.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
난 리얼.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
어허.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
4월 9일은 시작부터 좋지 않았다.
My mother, not just ill, but
그치.
bad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be
옷이-
more.
옷이
John.
개인이야.
That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John,
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
계속 해야 돼.
It cannot wait.
진실을
Let us
밝혀.
find another door
끝을
and
봐야
finally
돼.
learn the truth.
That's pointless, Sherry. To date, you have had no control over the return of these memories. It is all triggered by your work. You must accept that this...
안 돼.
It feels wrong, sad, like they're the memories of, and worse, there are precious few people.
Indeed. Wait,
어?
did you hear that?
Yes, metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
누가 집에 왔어? 그렇지. 했어. 버섯에서 유래된 환각체? 누가 왔는데? 누구야?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking.
하이?
With whom do I have?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple.
And that's something.
You're a
뭔데 갑자기 와서 게임이야? 이건 뭐냐? 끈에 묻었고. 낡은 옷을 입고. 뭐가 손이 깨끗한데? 선언으로 변장을 했네. 이게 맞지? 오케이.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery.
my word, you are fast.
Of course, hands without any sign of regular physical activity. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paint a sailor with the soul of an artist. How many are and
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so.
그녀는 셜록 홈즈. 외국에서 온 뮤. 화랑한 올드시티 바자가와 헤르메스대로.
You won't believe it, but Werner's other idea was to put me in a dress.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
바로 가보지 뭐. 여긴가? 오. 반갑습니다.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Your man's
내가 이
disguise was
게임의
easily
빌런인가?
debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity. Ah, terrific! I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. So, this little game of an enigma to solve. A lock? And this lock. What about this intrusion? Last night, I was about to leave the. Well, this intrusion trouble. I will see.
오케이. 이건 뭐야? 아, 여기네.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
뭐야
A
이건?
simplistic attempt at provocation. Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
어허.
Old and hasn't been used for a long time.
이게 뭐야 이건? 응?
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame. Closed with a metal bolt. Footprints. Size 9.5.
어허. 뭐가 들어왔나 본데 일로?
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
아, 어? 왜 까마귀는?
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
여기에 보물이 있었구만. 보물 훔쳐갔네.
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the
이거 그거
artist's
아니야? 이거
recreational interests.
재벌집 막내 아들에 나온 그 그림이잖아. 이거 아빠가 제 아들을 삼키는.
Grim composition.
레전드네.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
이야. 또
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
담배다.
A Maopao butt. Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
속에 선타. 자, 어디 보자. 그럼 여기서부터. 이건 아니야. 이렇게 돼 있는데 그리고 안쪽. No. 느낌이 아니지? 담배를 핀 거야 여기서.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
오케이, sorry.
Concentrate.
잠깐만, 나가보자. 이거 증거가 부족해. 화물 출입구 안 문 안쪽에 자석에 긁힌 자국? 뽑아보자. 안쪽. 다시 오케이 해보자. 이거야. 그렇지, 제대로
The
맞췄어.
intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to
맞아,
the floor.
정확해.
Vogel heard the noise.
그치,
heard the
관
sound of
안에
his
여기
approaching
숨은 거지.
footsteps. The intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
정확하다, 정확해. 알아냈어.
Pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
죽음에 관한 것 같아. 이제 부패에 관한 것 같은데.
Extravagant paintings have been.
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd, of course.
There is no one answer, no singular truth. Besides,
What's wrong with a lie?
men never act freely, and I simply.
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry.
You try not to feel.
To be frank, I struggle to.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate.
Mankind's highest achievement.
I see then why you dislike art.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Uh-huh.
뭐 CC했어 이
Mr.
정도는.
Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What?
The intruder entered. He used a magnet to open the lamp. When you went down.
It seems I should.
The fire was a clever. I found the remnants of an empty. Do you know which paintings in the Wild?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercure.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was.
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I shouldn't.
There's something more.
Indeed. The sum was more than fair, and indeed,
Was it a performative whim?
I cannot tell. I was hoping to change his mind.
So where can.
I know he lives somewhere in Old City.
What was.
A bound woman. The beast had numerous tales.
Okay, well, given.
The evaluation. After all, art is everything.
Well, I believe I.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In re-
동동동동. 메르쿠리오의 주소. 네, 뛰는 사람이라. 볼일 다 봤으니 나가야겠군.
Mr. Holmes, I have
Oh?
something for you.
나에게?
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. I have in my possession and tell me.
I believe I am, but to be very clear.
So he claims he's
Please spare me this.
a gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Codona in their clammy. But this organization only falls with inside your envelope is a map marked. Indeed. You must be sure to. Here are all the files.
Miss Ertle, if you're.
Well, that's perfect.
뱀장어 사냥. 읽어 할 시간이 없어. 뭐야? 올드식. 유명 인사? 네. 최근. 뭐지?
Boniface, sweetie.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit.
For heaven's sake, how many?
Please accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent.
I will.
You'd better do, my dear.
깔깔깔깔. 여긴가? 뭐야? 뭐야? 죽었어. 잠깐만.
The blood has dried.
아,
I've heard of
말랐다?
this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
사라졌나? 이게 뭐야?
I wonder where he got that fancy camera. Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching. It appears the wine was truly awful. Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks.
사람 술을 되게
What a
수집했나
collection you
보네.
had here. The chest has been searched.
그림은 훔쳐갔네.
Red skin, tails on the back, reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
채를 보자.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
묵은 지는 하루 이틀 정도.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
어우 쉣. 이거 아니야? 그건가 본데.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon.
뭐일지도 모르. 하나가 놓쳐. 그래 피.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
깜짝이야.
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon? The photograph was not pulled out in time. Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
오케이. 일단은 들어오자마자 몸싸움이 있었은 거였어. 잠깐만. 아, 이 느낌. 공격을 했지. 잊었지, 그치? 잊으니까 온 거야. 이 양반은 여기서 이걸 하고 있던 거고. 그렇지. 하다가 싸우고. 이 느낌이지.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
그렇지. 정답.
Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be
Good.
a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
지역의 궁전으로 가보자. 화가는 그렇지. 이제 우발적이야. 나가보자. 방은 뭐야?
Do you know what makes a lady happy? Paved red?
어허, 여기 또 막혔네. 또 뒤져볼까?
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
오케이.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs. I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John? If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here. Nothing behind it. Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
어?
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and but the act of love. It wasn't given.
Give that to me now.
No. Although the victim is...
Get that image out of your...
I must speak to the landlady.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about McHugh.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still...
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick
I'll take that into.
and wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph.
보여준 거 다 오케이. 뭔가 들어오는 집주인에게 꼬리가 나와있다. 는 여자.
What's wrong, dear?
Can you tell me?
Oh, you're talking about
다리
that
저는 남자.
limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. Maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your...
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. And he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke...
Can I?
Of-
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat.
What?
It really.
오케이.
You're acting so strange today, dear. I...
Phew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
오케이. 와,
Beasts!
왔다. 네가 찾았다. 어? 왓슨처럼 생겼냐?
Sir, this place is off limits to the public.
My name is Sherlock Holmes.
A private investigator. Really?
And
I'm Ronald Harlow, here to handle the refugees. So I have full authority here to ask you to leave, or I shall order...
샌님인데 어허 약간 좀 샌님이야 샌님.
the people in the crowd are shouting.
It's mere assumption.
If it was under control, you would be sitting in your cozy dark corner of the city.
These insults are inappropriate. Maybe I didn't...
I apologize, Mr. Harlow. Perhaps I was prejudiced. The current reality is that no.
What?
I can help you.
And
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted. But in return,
look, there is indeed a dead... They won't...
so it's in.
Oh. Just...
Mr. Harlow,
Oh.
I've been.
Yes, this whole story... The smugglers managed... When the police we have business...
So you decided.
There was no other I
Mr. Harlow,
What I do... what I actually do most... They are. Alright. Tell him I sent you.
I'll.
옷은 다시 깔끔하게.
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls.
Who the hell are you?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir.
A surveyor.
In short, I've been sent to conduct...
Got it. Another... Go on, look around.
Could you...
What happened? People from the bridge. When the camp guards came by, the man...
I'm sure...
And... One fellow was cut. He's lying over...
You mentioned a woman...
No,
And...
Back there.
Did you...
The fellow looks like a... Ever since... My best bet is that this...
I think I...
Go...
Do you have...
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of sus... And...
Do you believe...
That's why I...
어디
Here
볼까?
we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body? 0.
자국.
Someone bled profusely here. A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
These events have fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment. The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
그걸로 맞은 것 같은데.
No hint of blood or impact. It might have been used as an improvised weapon. Someone was dragged against their will.
뼈 같다.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
이 사람이군.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
인 사람이야 이 사람은?
He is in shock, feverish and
아직
dehydrated.
살았군.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
Excuse me, just one question.
A solid... question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
이렇게 찾아볼게.
Malpal, soaked with salt
알팔?
water. £1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona. A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
이게 시체로구만.
A steel dirk. Sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers. An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something? Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal
Ton.
around here. Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other.
다리를 절었다?
This man was limping John. I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however, the wound is too messy to be certain. A violent death. But this man, limping,
나랑 그 사람이네.
coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John.
Are these the rations the refugees get from the authorities? How do people even survive out here?
잠깐만. 그치. 먹고 싶은데 어떻게든 와야 되겠지. 상처를 닦을 것.
That will kill, not save him. It won't do any good. I'll use it to create a solution.
닦을 거 있나? 발로에?
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
네, 다시.
If they find out about the
캠프 봉쇄 난민들 나가. 오케이.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell. Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius
Just what?
bureaucrat came up
Better
with
than
this
nothing to
idea?
bandage the wound. I've plated all the ingredients, now to prepare the first aid solution.
Thank you.
This should make you feel better.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
Clearly a left handprint here. A blood trail leading to a furrow in the ground.
원?
You still here?
The guards at the sewers were...
Less than you.
And this...
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right. To be honest, I'm sick and...
A single Malpal butt. Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
여기서부터 가야겠지? 야, 그냥 담배 한 대 피면서 들어왔다 이거야. 오. 그런 느낌. 그치, 이런 느낌이 맞겠. 그런 거 괜찮네. 힐라이트가? 이 장면. 이제 끌려왔다 했어. 가기 싫어, 가기 싫어, 가기 싫어 했는데 끌려간 거지. 아, no. 끌려갔어. 왜 쫓기게 되네 이 사람한테? 키는 건 절대 아니야. 아니, 도망간 거지. 그런 느낌이 아닐까? 그치, 정확하다.
So we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by
그치,
force.
맞아.
One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell.
정답이야.
Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
어허.
Mr. Harlow.
What?
All right, listen.
Oh.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your... A brawl had broken out.
How?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from... And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed...
But how did he sneak in?
And this is...
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger. But meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer.
You think one small clock can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
이 여자애가 어딨죠?
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven.
Thank you for standing up for...
Yeah.
What do you...
Naylor. She was hurt, and to find...
Justice. But...
Hello, Naylor?
릴라?
My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph.
공지 문을 열어줄게 생기게 그런 인상이 아닌데?
Must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people?
뭐야?
Christ, Sherlock. Naylor, I'm...
You come here for me. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away.
Glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John. By a long shot. Naylor doesn't want us... I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
네.
You still here?
The intruder...
You really want to...
I'm sure you have it in your...
In my records, it's... to help. Off the record.
But...
But these are all... You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
May I ask for your assistance?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
에? 흥려천로를 운영하고 있네.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from. It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't wait for an invitation, John. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond... my knowledge.
이쪽 길이 아니고.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from...
That's our way in, Sherry.
오케이.
Hey, yo. Yo, a cop.
I have...
Mr. Bernadotte isn't sick.
It's in...
Whoa.
힙세가
I did try.
싸워야 되네. 바로 컷.
Take a
조금씩.
rest, my friend.
다음. 이 맥크리.
I couldn't miss the party.
맥크리 컷.
No more crime for you until next month.
오. 다음.
Don't cry.
The snuff's ready.
점프샷.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
바로 프레스.
Don't cry, you'll live.
오. 오.
You can overcome the brute now.
오. 오.
I couldn't miss the party.
다음 점프.
Too simple. May I?
바로 컷.
Don't
새끼들이
bother me.
말이야.
The snuff's ready. Give him the pepper snuff.
나와 맥크리 진짜.
Excuse me.
맥크리 바로 그냥 옥부.
Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
오. 컷.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff. Sherry, look. This seems familiar.
건?
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting
드디어
case?
왁구가 맞춰지는구만.
A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least. VH Grindley Flow Blue tableware. Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotte Company Limited.
어? 넌 누구야?
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here?
An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
네, 다음.
Don't come any closer. Once.
Keep standing in my way and no one...
Righto. Yes.
Whoa. Oh, wow. That was as if somebody put my words in your mouth. You acted so much like me.
그럼 뭐냐?
This is it. This is where all the magic happens.
The Bernadotte Company Limited trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the Great Empire.
It must
Please
be very
don't
convenient for a man.
I have
like
a family.
Bernadotte.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor. 1875. It's taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
So,
Spare
cut
me.
through all the guards just to talk to me. And come here, and we shall talk.
Sherry, don't you think this office suits me?
Whenever you're ready.
좀 잘해. 그래? 통이 있네. 계산적인 사람 같아.
Niccolo Bernadotte. The man you sent to the refugee camp failed in his...
For a man who just broke onto my property, you...
Mr. Bernadotte. Mercurio was a local... The thief.
You are dead?
In a moment. As I said, he was there to kidnap a woman, but the other he sported the same tattoo as your...
You have no idea what you are. The refugees in the camp are...
For what reason?
Why would I...
I was hired privately. My investigation led me to a man...
That is quite a stretch.
Interestingly enough...
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. I presume you were hired by the owner. So... when you barged into my office, Mr. Tell me, is...
It was necessary. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the...
Your time is up.
Before you draw your gun, the young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo...
Finally.
It is what your man was after when he broke into...
You have the...
I am not naive enough to carry it with me. Who is the...
Not yet, Mr. Holmes. Though with this picture...
What exactly do you want from him?
My business dealings are often...
그렇지, 약간 얘가 그거네.
In their bureaucracy.
그러니까 여자 공급하는 그런 사람이네. 삼촌이네, 삼촌.
It was not originally my idea. In response, the envoy... I only learned the whole story after the...
And rather than...
It fell in... Now.
Why did you send...
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next... I thought the girl...
I saw refugees from the camp at your...
I have made... certain arrangements with...
And how much...
I have heard no...
I could not help but
Oh, hi. I pay generous rates to the... I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. The tax on cargo and trust...
Why should I... You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for...
Ha! I do have connect. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the... She will no longer be... Is that really... It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. And as for her abuser, he will serve me as much as he deserves.
So in your plan...
Seems like if... Simply give...
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
사람은 영국에 그러면 이 사람이 영국 메일 그거네 특사네. 특사를 협박하려 그러고. 어허. 예. 버나도트는 특사를 협박하고 싶어 한다. 아하, 한 사업까지만 이 성폭행 당한 피해자의 아이 당사자와 아이를 행복하게 해주겠다는 약속은 설득력이 있다. 근데 이 사람도 악인데? 브라더의 특사는 모두 끔찍한 상황을 자신에게 유리하려고 한다. 신뢰할 수가 없어. 근데 이 사람을 그냥 너도 그냥 이 조직은 없어지는 게 낫다. 아니면은 그거는 어떨지. 아니야, 이거는 도움 되는 게 아니야. 자비 없는 정의가 필요해.
I need some time.
If you insist.
The front door's now open, sir. You can leave through it.
이건 이 사람이군. 저기요.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service.
장교 파티를 즐기셨다고. 이거지. 어? 파티를 좋아하시네.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds?
On my way here, I was one. I had hoped that you. Who? Neither. Why?
사진 한번 보여주자. 야, 나는 갈겨.
You defiled a girl who was with child. Don't even. Do you wonder why I came here? It is because I am.
All right, all right. Is it about money?
I've never written a single word to you.
That letter
answers.
Fine.
Sherlock Holmes.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey.
Respect.
Where are my manners? So.
와 협박했어.
You mentioned black.
All right.
What is the
money?
So let.
I vaguely remember that night. What can I say? I completely lost.
You don't say.
It's...
So you didn't
I wouldn't... I might be a rotten...
And buying... What would you... I would never put myself in such...
You're young. We all make
Boniface...
He's an art.
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you.
Oh.
You had motive?
Maybe I did, but listen. Well, him. There were plenty...
I don't believe people...
Then... Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on... I made a mistake.
Rotting in... You will make amends.
안민을 도와라 전체로.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugee.
Yes.
That's... Naylor deserves...
Help the girl? I can't risk...
I need to think this...
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these...
그치. 사진은 특사의 경우는 제할 것이다. 특사는 증거를 숨기고 하고 싶어함. 성폭행범이야. 딜라는 성폭. 어허. 모든 난민은 체제의 피해자다. 이 상황은 들어가면 어떡해. 아니 전체를 봐야 돼. 큰 나무를 봐라.
Have you...
Almost.
Well, I wouldn't be The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House...
From where?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask them...
But how...
The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other. It's a win...
You deserve to be It will...
You have my word.
중의 목소리 업적을 깼죠.
Mr. Holmes,
I've brought...
Fill me in. Oh, sweet. Huh.
It was an accident. I found... Well, in...
Bernadotte.
I'm afraid...
What happened to you?
No
It was not an... It... Well. I am...
And what...
Frankly, I'm not...
Previously you mentioned there may... Thank you.
오케이, 굿. 좋습니다. 이제 사건을 해결해서 그 대가를 뭐 집으로 보냈다니까 확인해 보러 가죠.